Good morning, guys. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be talking about Esther chapter 3, so I'm going to dive straight in. Esther chapter 3 introduces us to the main antagonist of the story. His name is Haman, and it's noted that he is an Agagite. Now you may think, why does it take the time to note that? What's so important? Well, the Agagites were not Persians, but they were people conquered by Persia. And the Agagites are descendants of the Amalekites. The Amalekites are this group of people that hated the Israelites, and in fact they were the first to attack the Israelites when the Israelites left Egypt. Now this feud with the Israelites that they had continued for generations and generations till now. And so the Agagites hate the Jews, specifically the Benjaminites, from what I'm seeing in the historical records. And so that's all important to understand, because it kind of explains this conflict and tension between Mordecai and Haman. Haman is the number 2 man in all of Persia, from what we can tell in the Bible. He's a very powerful and respected person who has the king's ear. And so he expects when he walks by for people to bow to him. And people do, with the exception of Mordecai. Mordecai does not bow to Haman, and this creates conflict. Haman tells him to, and he refuses. Mordecai steadfastly refuses. And so Haman begins to plot and say, how can I deal with this Mordecai character? How can I get rid of him? And then Haman finds out that Mordecai is a Jew. Remember how I said Esther was told to hide her Jewish heritage because people hate them? Well, the Agagites are one of those groups of people that hate Jews. So Haman finds out Mordecai is a Jew, and so he develops this plot to commit mass genocide, to kill all the Jews in Persia. And so he convinces the king that the Jews are rebellious and that they're going to try and overthrow him and cause great havoc to the country. And he then asks the king, hey, you know what, if you give me permission, I will take care of this issue for you. I will go throughout all the land, me and my men, and we will just kill all the Jews, and we'll be done with it, and you'll never have to worry about this rebellious people again, or anybody else who may be thinking about rebellion. And the king's like, you know what, that's a great idea. If these people are going to rebel, let's put it down now and make an example of them. And so the king signs off on this proclamation to have the Jews eradicated at Haman's deception. So that's kind of chapter 3, guys, in a nutshell. I'm going to double check my notes, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, it looks like I didn't miss anything. So that's chapter 3 in a nutshell. What's the take home for us, guys? I think the take home for us is to trust God. I'm sure when the Jews first heard this proclamation, they were scared. They were concerned. They had no idea what was going on. And, you know, at this point, God's not talking to them, at least from what we can see through a prophet or somebody. So they're probably a little scared and concerned and saying, hey, God, what's going on? Why is this happening? What should we do about it? In the same way, when we face trials and whatnot, we need to turn to God too. We need to look at God and say, hey God, I don't understand what's going on. I'm scared, I'm concerned. Help me to trust in you and to follow you in these times. I think that's a big takeaway from chapter 3, guys, that when crisis comes, we turn first to God and say, hey God, we need your help. That's all I got today. I know it's a little shorter, but hey, that's all right. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.